we hand the microphone over to the people who get the question for us. I think number one, Alfonso Mali. Alfonso Mali, Civil Society, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. His Excellency, we want to commend you for the commitments, especially in the education sector. Recently, the Ministry of Finance don't make known to the student loan scheme. Say now they will reduce on the SNG. Now, student loan scheme, students for the going forget education. We want to appeal to you, say, for increase the cost of the student loan scheme. Before we reduce the amount of SNG, they all go fall. So they want to make that passionate appeal to you. And lastly, we also want to tell you, say, the height where the former Minister of Education, they don't take the MBSSC, we want to see that standard they maintain. There is need for them to that long meeting at that ministry. All is not well. And when last year we talk about education, I'm saying this because it's not family. Thank you very much.
Alfonso, when I come a press conference, no say I have one simple rule. Now the panel number na the superstar. Why give the microphone and question for us and for good hands to show. So no preface and all. Next, our lawyer Abubakar Kamara. Barrister Abubakar Kamara.
So that we don't select people already.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Your Excellency, thank you very much. And our dynamic Minister of Information, this is unprecedented. And Your Excellency, you go down in history as the first president. We don't vote out these people. On that note, Your Excellency, we want to comment on the Constitution. As lawyers, actually being the Assistant General Secretary of the Labour Association, and successive governments don't put this for you in the Constitution way to some extent and to the estimation of certain people don't become redundant, but they don't fit in that direction. But we don't see how passionate today, and you don't take practical steps to lead to the Constitutional review. Your Excellency, sir, we want to know, as the citizens of Sierra Leone, waiting that you hope to achieve in this direction for us to have a new constitution. Thank you.
Yusuf Swahili gets a question on census. Yusuf Swahili gets a question on census. Yes, Idemidula.
Hello, my family, good evening, and good afternoon, President Dio. The question was census window plan. So this census window plan, I want to know from you.
Yeah, go ahead, hear you. You want to know about the census? Use the mic.
Hello, okay. So then, we really understand if this census with the President Dio, it don't plan whether how it get for one, where it get for be inclusive and credible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ibrahim Alpha Jallo gets a question. Ibrahim Jallo. Where Ibrahim? There, on my right hand. All right, go straight to the question, please. Yes, go ahead. The microphone can look small. And turn the microphone on, please.
Good evening, family. And of course, my question here so tonight, Your Excellency, sir, what is the current status of the medical emergency response for Kush?
Thank you very much. on the push because it's settled. Memona to Sise gets a question on performance contract. Memona to.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, and good evening, Mr. President. I want to borrow the minister in words them today at the happiest day for making up and talk to me, President. My question here is, we see you've been done appointing ministers then all of a sudden we see you call them back in a state house for give them performance contract. We as citizens of this country want to know whose measure you get for use for grade them, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You want to know if we go for pass or we go for fail? Chief Minister can say we will deliver, we will pass. Joseph inside you get a question on women and girls. Joseph inside you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. President Tokam Rubio, thank you for this opportunity for asking me question direct to you. I want to celebrate you first of all for all the achievements where you done back in the past couple of years. Education now one key thing for me where I all of high esteem. Me and the founder and CEO of Teach for Salon. Teach for Salon, they get recruit young graduates, go put them at them village school, they also teacher they don't want for go. In that village school and there, we teach them I want for greet to especially for all and no say one of the challenges the way we get now the aspect of FGM. His Excellency the President don't make it easy for we the woman them for where we come before 30% is good. They don't pass the act for child marriage now another issue where they affect education. But this issue here I want to make a disclaimer. Now so it's my column. I'm not against culture. Me na Maribo Mendesha for Piki. I like the culture. But I want to ask His Excellency the President, I want to know, as the talk and do president, if he's still committed for say he will try for put not a ban, but some kind of measure for small picking them before they put them. Because some picking them they pull them at school for kind of open and society.
Thank you. Alright, so just for clear, just for let people know, every single one of them people we have sent a question online and we select them for GAM and part of the lab for transparent on this. As you can see, the citizens question there. Will not be one chaotic conversation, yeah? But these are questions that citizens have asked and are also consistent with plenty of the questions we will receive online. So we can out to His Excellency for a sport. Your Excellency, the question there, one, Alfonso say, commenting on education. I think you don't talk a lot about that. Two, constitutional review process. Your commitment and why that is important. Three, census, inclusive and credible. Four, push. You don't already address that, so I think. And then ministers and I judge me. And then this question specifically about something we don't talk about before, say, as it comes to the issue of FGM, you get a middle ground saying, what's not for picking them, then you committed for make sure say we stop them. So, that, just you want to know if that commitment they still stand. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Maybe I'll start from the back. The last question was about FGM. We are all captives of our culture. Some of our practices are dated, harmful, some people will say. But you don't change culture overnight. Therefore, we get lost in when they say Peking, when not reach 18 years. Nobody not for force for joining here. I think that are already a commitment on the part of government. We not interfere for phase out because we didn't say a harmful, but we want them to reach the age when they decide whether they continue for doing or not they continue for doing. This matter has been politicized and they when you say I don't commit, and on one day commit in this country, say I do one. I dey protect the children, but I dey make sure say when you don't reach 18, you go make a choice. So the law now for make sure say you are 18 before anybody. Waiting we need for do and the enforcement for roll out a system of structure for make sure nobody not join anybody in our society, especially the girl picking them when they don't reach 18 for make consent, for give consent to Mededwan. So that is what I will say. There's a lot of politics around it, but me, in as much as they are the political politics, I don't play politics with the lives of people. And now we know say a culture, now in fact, we are the captives of our culture. You don't even know what some people they do now. They know when they do. It becomes second nature, and therefore for go convince people they are now villages there, we make the one the way they do advocacy, give it time so that we will convince and phase out rather than giving us sanctions for them, because it will break the relationship between we and the people then. We know how they do them, we cajole them, we put necessary laws then, so that we will finally, it will phase out with time. But if we say we do them the other way now, maybe we'll not go even before the next election.
Yes, sir. So the question next now on ministerial performance, and just for say on this question, the Child Rights Act, very clear, cabinet will approve that, and a part of the process where the government of Salon say they take that step there, and then not to allow the change this alone, now for bring the people along and for loriculture. Versus as contact, how you judge me?
Of course, you don't say where we get the government, most times, most people, the people that will carry the biggest blame are the president and the ministers. And then they eat all the money, and then they do this, and then they do that. We, because we want to perform, we get an obligation to deliver public services to on our own. Me one not able to do, so they appoint ministers, deputy ministers, and other senior people now the various departments and agencies of government. But we're not just left them. We feel say we need to tie them down to certain benchmarks then, where supervised by the chief minister. We don't say every minister, we want to know this, we have the medium-term national development plan. Inside this plan here, now this is your obligation. By so date, if we don't able move either na law in the change or I call them for make sure the people they know waiting we don't pass publicity about certain things. Then like 2 weeks ago, I've been named for making the medium-term national development. We forgive them time so that they not just take and say, oh, being a minister, just carry the name. No, you get certain rules for play, and we give you time, and we want to know what you do when they contribute to the whole national plan for make this country go before. So, just like when you want increased performance, you want human beings are lazy by nature. Until you set goals for them, they don't always move. Now that we don't do for the minister then, so that they will move and perform their duties, so that at the end of the day, we go all lump together and say, now this we do for now, we don't come up from A, we are at B now, because of the collective and cumulative effort of all of these ministers.
Thank you, Excellency. As I say, Chief Minister can say, he make sure say we deliver. So we will deliver. Not also, sir? Exactly. Next question about census. During the last development partners meeting, you mentioned and announced the country reach term for hold the every 10-year census. How do you make sure that the census are inclusive and credible? And why make it important to follow the census now?
Well, the body were responsible for this census, 9 statistics already. They get procedures and processes so that they don't establish from time immemorial. We know they change them one day. So
this inclusive thing when they talk about, not to we exclude anybody. When I've been there in this country, we as a government get right for saying they do census. Then a midterm census. Then we get the statutory one after every 10 years. When I like this one, we don't say what they can do. If you say men who come to your people because not to be the one, would that exclude in company? So I want to make we be good citizens and engaged. During the time of the APC, we all come out the country. When time comes for make we do one, they say we are not agree. They are dividing all the time. All the time. So, census they're not going to go and say, no, you almost, maybe you're not red or green. No. Every household in this country, they go around for count everybody, and the procedure is now based on international practice. Not for say, Salon they set in your procedures and processes. No. Now, waiting to do around the world for make sure that everybody inside the country at that time, they account for them. So, this thing about inclusivity, I don't know who said it come out, because it is by nature inherently inclusive. They try to capture everybody in detail at that point in time. I go assure you and say, under the leadership, it will vary. It will be even more inclusive.
The census will be inclusive. When they go to suppose the job, all man will be counted, and the commitment that because they are part of the development foundation. Finally, Your Excellency, the question of the constitutional review. We don't need now for over 20 years. You get this commitment for finisher, for donor. Why this constitutional review process so important? And maybe you'll see how we link up to as well tripartite and other calls for reform as well.
Well, as we all know, the Constitution, now they regulate me sit on here, waiting. Now my powers, what I can do and what I not can do, what in Parliament they do and what in Parliament not for do, the judiciary and everybody, how would they relate to one another? If you have a company, we get now what they call the Supreme of any state. Now we don't buy good and now they show how we they run the state itself. After nearly 60 years, after more than 60 years after independence, 20 years ago, they initiated the idea under the APC for review the Constitution. This process, because of lack of commitment, not finish it. SLPD come, then serve no donor. APC come back, they hang up. Me, I'm not the hanger for, because I'm what I'm the beginning. I'm not saying why we portray, because everybody, we know they do a secret. We they make everybody sit down, just like the tripartite. Now so we want to do. And we change them, and we put them out there. Enough of the secret. So for me, I have to say, SLPD don't make their own input, APC don't make their own input. In fact, now the last one we do. So what we get now, actually, now a document, we don't get the highest level of consultation, and we don't get the two main political parties input into that. And now, when we also get this tripartite, the recommendations then, most of them similar to what we want to do with the constitutional review. So we blend all because we want to make grumbling stop. We want maybe one day we get excuse for the great problem for this country, may stop. Like I say, me your leadership at the deal with the problems of today, at the spot the problems of the future, deal with this one and solve the other one there, so that future politicians and the North and this country will get alive there.
Well, finally, Your Excellency, the question we want to end with. Now you call to action to the citizens of Salon, to young people, to different people across the country. What's the message? What should they invite you for step up, for helping achieve this vision we outlined so eloquently today?
This na family talk. And I want for make sure say I dey talk to the family now. This na wetin I want to say to every family wey dey and the one day wey dey out of here. Wetin me fit say, I don't get the opportunity for this nation before. And I don't get the second opportunity for this nation again. I know quite a lot of things where they work and the one way not the work. Waiting how government they succeed, how people that they succeed. Now for make sure say the people choose the right leader. And when you choose the right leader, you follow the leader until your time done. That way you go able to achieve the things the world want to do. So the call to action now for really get the buy-in of everybody within the country. Me, they show the direction, but I need one to follow me to go in that direction, to go reach them. And if there are any problems on the way, the buck stops at my table. I will take care of our day because we are the leader.
With information now, Your Excellency. Unfortunately, we will take more questions. We don't take as many as we can. We don't get His Excellency here for 3 hours. Your Excellency, we get the Moist updates. We are 1 year into delivery of the Big Five. I just want to ask you now for the honor of Italy as we will distribute 1,000 copies today. So people that will get more questions so that we get their question in the hand. Yes, sir. Listen. Generally, personally, I'm not going to give you mic. Listen, because I find your action rude. Listen. I find your action rude and impolite. But, see, don't say it will give you quick 30 seconds. And listen, but normally take this action, say, this kind of behavior is acceptable in the future. Okay? Because like not to so the behavior, not to be called landing His Excellency Doctor. But I get the mic there. And you get 30 seconds after that we'll take the mic from you.
I didn't tell you first of all for behavior, which is very well. Mr. President, everybody don't ask questions. Over the agriculture, but nobody don't ask about agriculture. So that system, one of them not me. Some of them Mr. President, 5 years you don't move me, which is fine. I appreciate you. I voted for you. Yes, 5 years you don't move. And still, the agriculture sector is poor. Here from the board, you know how much people they suffer. For it right now, less than 6 million. And you know, we are not.
Alright, you don't go? Hey, and I don't grab the mic like that. I don't like it. You don't go? Alright, thank you very much. Alright, okay. Alright, now settle down. Una make we settle down. Una make we settle down. Una allow one connection. Una make we settle down. Everybody listen. Alright, okay, everybody listen now. Now the question, as I understand them, is say nobody not talk about agriculture. Me no say we don't ask at least so many questions on agriculture. His Excellency don't spend a lot of time. So whether the sister not be the listen or not just passion, it's okay. Now make we there for let we get this conversation. I for don't prefer listen. You don't ask the question now. I for don't prefer if you use the right channels that will set up. Many nobody back there. 160 questions that they come in on the platform. They also give people an option for send text. Free 818 send text, no cost you nothing for ask the question. So for Kanaya, normally and decide say now you loud pass the all, so you demand for them get the microphone. Me personally I take exception to that. But like I say, the leader where His Excellency and the daddy, now you say I'll give you the mic, and you don't talk about food prices and agriculture. So I get the chance, may I just respond before you launch. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And now a citizen, you get right for talk to a leader. Besides, now woman, and we give high place to women. The only thing is that, when we listen.
Now listen, please.
An officer say, my sister or my give me the listen. They find or maybe late because when they camp and this, I make people want people to listen so you understand what they do. You said the price of rice is still high, and that they do for agriculture, and the nation say it happened. And like I tell you all this, for embark on a national program of that magnitude, not for me I just talk and the next year there is price and candle. Go to America, may ask for rest. Per kg, 5 kg or 10 kg, or go to China, sometimes they produce the rest, or go to England, or go Europe. The prices of food don't go up everywhere. Me no go put hand up for you. Now that make me able to put hand up for you. I say at the make sure say we government support everybody so we will grow your food. The rest way they take for so now so the man them help me go rest. When you cook by midnight, what I don't pass my inside. We're going to have the old harvest. We been a plan to your rest. For make we do this. If other people they not really disrupt we from 2023, we've been there in the planning process. But we get plenty political disruptions inside this country. When now we don't get a plan, we don't. The money where we they get, I'm not going to even tell the Minister of Finance to give me money to avoid impact on this kind. Now small money we they take from them, then we go with partners the outside for me they give money. And now they make them get money in addition to energy sector, they give me the 850 million. They say we know say when you talk you do one. You don't take education, you don't do one. Now you want to go to agriculture, we get money give you 850 million, we don't pledge them, and as they present projects then we make the money available. And now they say I'm not even promising next year the price they can do. But one thing we have to promise is by 2020, it will be the level. Salon will produce enough rice. There will be a quantum lift. So it's time for when we talk about certain things, and also understand. Because this question we ask, if you are that one way you say, oh, the president don't go bring plenty money. Now, waiting around for agriculture, maybe you need to know this. We don't identify areas in this country from the north, they go to the south, when a big place we can able to accommodate like up to 50,000 hectares, they can able to prepare. For prepare that one, there are millions of dollars. To put the water control systems and drainage, irrigation systems. When you don't prepare the one, then you are able to get the private sector, not the government, not only get for go plan for you. The private sector, both internally and externally, international. Now then they get the kind of money for say, and they can take 50,000 hectares and plant residence. And then one day they for them go there, then the population say roads they for go there, infrastructure they irrigation system they electricity they. Through the MCC, we don't make arrangement for make sure say the line they went in the past, they will not identify. Now only now, next month, now we sign the MCC finally. So it looked like you were before, but I will tell you say now a development now an extremely slow process, For make we become a rice producer and reduce the price as how you want them, it not will be this year, it not will be next year. But I tell you say the arrangement the way we depend, you go make sure say salon, food self-sufficient in a very short time, especially going towards 2028. So now that's what they work on. I hope say in future also if I for the car early and listen. Because if you become early and you listen, an officer will be for come to this again. Now you want not be understand that because to happen. So we don't take all of this time to explain to you.
Thank you, Excellency. Now maybe we can launch the 1 year magazine. I'll make sure that you personal copy as well to the sister. As well inside the agriculture, everything don't know big fight. In fact, now even agriculture, we show 50%. We break, we do a whole thing, we'll show again on agriculture. So I think it's all good. We thank His Excellency for answering the question.
Mr. Minister, I want to say thank you for providing this opportunity for Mecca engage with the citizens of this country. We make effort for improve our democracy. A democracy involves too many things and it's a process. Not for members just vote for the president and the members of parliament and local government, but for make that same political group of people engage with you now from time to time. For Blue Mind, now healthy democracy. We don't know so now, we see that you're not glad about the agriculture business. Also, yes. I need for God one day. So I need for convincing by the actions so that we will produce rice. I will look for the sister and say, you know, and I want for a sure when I say everything we don't promise to the deliver. And this opportunity will not go squander them, we will make sure that we use them to the benefit. I want to say thank you as I take this great opportunity to launch volume 1 of 1 year delivery of the Big 5. This is a great document where we will answer plenty questions we will not answer today. Thank you.